Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and I'd like to thank you so much for the subscription or for subscribing to this channel, and I don't take it for granted, guys. I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I can't really remember the last time, because it's been a while. I can't remember the last time what we were doing, but I know we were I think we were fixing we were doing steel works for the underground water tank. Yeah, it's been a while and a lot has been happening. I can't really remember well, but right now what's happening is just what is happening, or what has happened is we have started the wall chasing for the electricals, and the plumbing work also needs to start, but the plumbing guy is supposed to come back in a week's time. He's still held up somewhere else. So what is happening is the electrician has started fixing his conduits, doing wall chasing, where to fix his pipes where the wiring is going to, the pipes that are going to hold the electrical wires and all that. So I think he's just doing his final touches, and and just trying to see where he hasn't fixed, because he's done most of the work. But at the same time, formwork is still going on, since it's the final level, which is the rooftop. It has taken these guys a whole lot of work. So as formwork is going on, also what needs to start is the plastering of the wall, around the wall. So they're digging up the maram that was here, because they need to plaster the wall, especially the part that is going to be underground, because all this part is going to be backfilled. So they need to do plastering. That is what they need to start. So they're digging off the maram, they do plastering. After that, they'll maybe start with their backfilling and all that. So they have to do it around the house. So yeah, as you can see, this is just formwork that is going on, and since this is a double volume rooftop, the support that is being put there, they have to be really reinforced, and it is taking them a lot of time. They have to figure out how that support is going to hold when they do casting. It has to be strong enough to be able to hold that roof. That's why, yeah, it's taking them a lot of time. But at this point, everything is well, and we can't really complain much. But this step has really taken a lot of time. I mean, I can't even remember the last time we did anything different, because anytime we come here, it is just formwork being done. But yeah, we thank God. We hope that they are going to be done very soon, so that the guy who does the steel work can come and start doing his thing and all that. So another major thing that's going on is the water tank that we were doing steel works the other time. Right now they're doing plastering, as you can see. So it has to be ready. After the plastering is done, it has to be filled with water, so that you test whether there is a leakage, or to test whether there's a leakage, because if we don't test it and then we just put water in there, and then later on we realize that there is a problem, then it's going to be a lot of work. It's better we test it right now to see whether there is a leakage, and if there is, in case there's leakage, we just sort it out right now, instead of just assuming that the tank is okay. So after the plaster has dried up and it has cured, we are going to fill it with water. The water that is in the temporary tank is going to be pumped into this tank just to test, and then now what we'll do is just mark the level of the water, and then every day for a week check whether the water level has reduced. Of course, taking into account that water evaporates, but when it is evaporating, I mean, you can't lose a lot of water. But when we realize that the level of the water has really gone down, then maybe we'll know that the tank has a problem. But if it's just a matter of evaporation, we'll give it a clean bill of health, and now finish up with covering it and all that. So this is the front elevation, the front view of this house. Wow, it is so magnificent, it is so beautiful. I can't wait for us to finish this house. Wow, this is a dream come true. So as you can see, plumbing has also started, and at the same time plastering around the house is going on. So this is the tank, it's still curing, and we need to fill the water. So they'll have to fill the water from that other tank right ahead. They'll pump the water back into this tank, so for us to test if it's suitable to be used. So in time they'll plaster all this they'll do plastering around the house with waterproof cement. So the waterproof cement will prevent water from seeping inside the house. That is why it is very important to plaster this section that's going to be backfilled with the waterproof cement, so that in any case it rains or there's water, it does not seep back into the house. So as you remember, the last time they were just digging out the maram that was on this side, and they finished and they've done their plastering. So the next thing that they're supposed to do is do the perimeter wall, which is going to be from this side. They're going to start from this side. They do the perimeter wall around the property. So that is the major thing that maybe they will go on. At the same time, we need to do the steel work at the rooftop when the carpenters are done with the formwork. And actually plumbing has now, because it's been a week, the plumber already came and started doing his pipes. He already started doing his wall chasing and all that to fix his pipes. So maybe let's just see, let's have a look at how one of the plumber is doing this stuff. So don't worry about the noise, because we're using the generator. We still don't have electricity, so they have to use generator to cut these pipes, because they are really hard. It needs some form of power to be able, so that they can be able to cut them into the required pieces or the required length that is needed. So let's see how he's fixing his pipes. So currently they've started with the ground floor, and maybe in time they'll go do the plumbing work, especially in the bathrooms. At the first floor, of course, I don't know whether they'll be able to do. They'll do the kitchen next time, the kitchen and the bathrooms upstairs. But I think they'll just do plumbing for the whole house, because their work does not depend on the work that is happening or the work that is going on at the rooftop. So their work is so independent. So then they'll just continue with laying their pipes. When they're done, then now they wait for the next phase, which will be now serious plumbing. Right now they're just laying their pipes. Wow, they really have to dig this wall, because the the pipes, actually what I've seen, they're really laying the pipes so nicely, and yeah, it's taking them time, and they're very meticulous with the work they're doing, and their pipes are laid like they're so straight. I just love the work they're doing, and I can't wait to see when they'll be done with the rest of the house. I mean, you'll just see the way it's beautiful, because I saw one of the one of the bathrooms that they did their layout. It is so beautiful. Yeah, so I can't wait to see how the whole house is going to turn out. So these guys are continuing with their plastering. The last time that we showed this section, it had not been plastered, so they're just finishing up because now, since they need to do their backfilling and dig their manholes or construct the manholes, they have to finish plastering around the house. So as you can see, that is what the work that is going on at the rooftop, because all this is happening concurrently. The masons are doing their work down here, the carpenters are doing their work up there. So I hope they finish in time so that the steel work starts, and then we do the casting of the rooftop, and the rooftop also is going to be, I think, yeah, the waterproof cement, and there is also something that's supposed to be bought during casting that will prevent the roof will prevent water or rain from seeping through the roof back into the house. So yeah, that is something that we'll do when the steelwork is complete, and the day of casting, all that will be done. So what else is supposed to be done? Yeah, I think, yeah, those are the major things that are going on. And also, since we need to start doing the perimeter wall, we had to add more stones. Yeah, so I hope these stones, of course, they, from the look of things, the stones, they won't be able to do the whole perimeter. So for starters, they'll just have to work with the stones that have already come to the site, or the stones that you've already procured, as they wait for more stones, because this work it's too tiresome and too tedious. I have to salute all people who do construction work. It's a lot of headache. It's a lot of headache, and it needs also a lot of patience, guys. It needs a lot of patience. It is not an easy task. But anyway, that is actually what is going on, and there's nothing much. So I hope the next time that we'll give you an update, we'll already have our windows on. We'll already have casted the rooftop. We already by then I hope we will have started doing the perimeter wall, and by then also I hope we will have tested the water tank to test whether it is leaking, or to give it a clean bill of health for us to know that it can hold water without any leakage. And then another thing that's supposed to be done is now plastering inside the house. So we need to start finishing inside the house. So I hope all that we will be able to achieve all that in the coming weeks and a month or two, but majorly a month or two for plastering. But for the windows, the perimeter wall, what else, the tank, the constructing the manholes, I think in due time, yeah, they're supposed to be, at least we are supposed to be somewhere. when it comes to those ones. But for the plastering, it's for the plastering of the house, it's going to take time. But anyway, we'll see in the course of the coming weeks. We'll see how far we can go. So yeah, I want to thank you so much for your subscription. I want to thank you for liking. I want to thank you for questions. Yeah, there are people who are asking, where the property is, but for now I can't disclose the area where we are, but in due time maybe I will tell you guys where it is. And another person was asking, the kind of foundation that is appropriate. I would just love to tell you that maybe you can talk to consult an engineer, structural engineer. They'll be able to advise, because before you start building you have to look for an architect, you look for an engineer. They'll be able to advise you on what to do. Much, and let's meet next time. Bye bye.